In the days of King Xerxes, who ruled 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia, a feast of unimaginable grandeur was held for 180 days to display the wealth of his empire. 7 more days of feasting followed, where royal wine flowed without limit. On the 7th day, merry with wine, Xerxes commanded Vashti to parade her beauty before drunken men. Vashti refused. Enraged, the king banished Vashti on his advisor's warning that her defiance would spread. Her crown and place removed forever. Seeking a new queen, messengers gathered young women from every province. Among them was Hadassah, known as Esther, an orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. Mordecai warned her to hide her Jewish identity. Her quiet grace won immediate favor from Hegai, keeper of the women. After 12 months, Esther entered the king's presence. Captivated by her dignity, Xerxes placed the royal crown upon her head. No one knew she was a Jew. No one understood. God had placed an orphan on the throne of the world's most powerful empire for a purpose not yet revealed. Mordecai overheard 2 guards plotting assassination, warned Esther, who told the king. The traitors were hanged and the deed recorded, but Mordecai received nothing. Xerxes promoted Haman to the highest rank. Everyone bowed, except Mordecai the Jew. Haman burned with rage. Haman cast lots, called Purim, to choose the day. He convinced the king to decree annihilation of all Jews. The king signed. Without knowing, he condemned his own queen's family. The city was thrown into confusion. Mordecai tore his clothes and wept. Esther sent garments. He refused. No time for comfort, time for action. Mordecai begged Esther to plead before the king. She replied, "Anyone unsummoned faces death unless the king extends his scepter." Mordecai warned, "Do not think you alone will escape. Perhaps you were made queen for such a time as this." Esther answered, "Tell every Jew to fast 3 days, then I go to the king. If I perish, I perish." On the 3rd day, Esther approached. The king extended his scepter and offered half his kingdom. But Esther had a different plan. She invited King and Haman to a banquet, then a second, patience and precision. That night, sleep fled. The chronicles revealed Mordecai saved his life and received nothing. God was rewriting history. Haman came to hang Mordecai. Instead, the king asked how to honor a man. Haman described a grand parade. The king, "Do exactly that for Mordecai." Esther, "Let my life and my people be spared. We have been sold for destruction." The enemy, Haman. The king stormed out. Haman begged at Esther's couch. The returning king saw assault. Haman was hanged on the gallows he built for Mordecai. The decree still stood. Esther wept for her people. The king gave her and Mordecai authority to write a new decree. Mordecai received royal authority. A new decree gave Jews the right to defend themselves. On the appointed day, Jews struck down enemies but took no plunder. Death became deliverance. To remember this reversal, they established Purim, yearly feasting, joy, and generosity that continues to this day. Mordecai became second to the king, using his power to seek the good of his people and speak peace to their descendants. In the Book of Esther, God's name is never mentioned, yet his fingerprints are everywhere. A A sleepless night, a forgotten record, a queen's courage. What was meant for destruction became salvation. Even when God seems silent, he is never absent, positioning unlikely heroes for such a time as this.